Meanwhile, in Tupac news,
The shooting of Tupac Shakur once again underscores the violence that has surrounded this man since he shot the superstar.
People pulled up, opened fire. Shakur and Knight.
Tupac Shakur was shot several times in the chest.
Shakur was pronounced dead.
Makaveli in this Illuminati, all through your body. The blows like a 12-gauge shot. Feel me?
Joshua's dream, Tupac makes last wish come true. In March 1994, Tupac Shakur was sentenced to serve 15 days in LA County Jail for assaulting Allen Hughes. While serving this time, fans of the rapper wrote to him to give their support. One family, however, went one step further. They wrote a letter to the judge who sentenced Tupac to serve the 15 days, the Honorable George H. Wu. To understand how and why they wrote the letter to the judge, you have to go back to the previous year. It was 1993, Tupac received a letter from the parents of a terminally ill boy from Maryland named Joshua Torres. In the letter, his parents explained that it was their son's dying wish to meet the rapper and actor. 11-year-old Joshua, who was dying due to complications from having muscular dystrophy, was a big Tupac fan. The family not only wrote a letter but on October 14th, they called a radio station to find out how they could get Tupac to phone her dying son. In an effort to communicate with the rap star and to lift Joshua's spirits. Not only did he call, but within hours he arrived in Aberdeen, Maryland. After catching a last-minute flight from New York, Tupac met with Joshua. No cameras, no live broadcast by the radio station that helped set up the meeting. Just Tupac, Joshua and his family. He spent just over an hour holding and comforting Joshua. Although Joshua was very weak, he managed to smile and even quoted some of Tupac's lyrics. Tupac would go on to take Joshua to a basketball game. Later on that evening, Joshua passed away. Robert Torres, Joshua's father, recalls this emotional meeting. When I told him Josh passed away, he was like, "Aw, man." He was pretty emotional. I was shocked that he stopped what he was doing, got on the jet, and came down here to visit my son. Just like that, bang. It happened. No one can ever knew the other side of Tupac. He sat with my son at his bed and cried for 45 minutes. After the death of Joshua, Tupac renamed his publishing company name from Ghetto Gospel Music to Joshua's Dream.
Only Gab can do it like this. Yo, YouTube, what up? It's your homie Gab, I'm in the building. And this is Makaveli Media. Tupac is a hero in my eyes, man. In the eyes of a lot of you people out there. And people who don't understand why we have so much respect and pay homage to the fallen rap icon. You know, they don't get it. All they want to remember is the bad stuff, the negative stuff, the beef, the rap battles, the shootouts, all of that stuff. And I know we talk about that too because, yes, that is exciting. But with that being said, you must also take time out and reflect and acknowledge the caring, the thoughtful, the intelligent, the heartwarming side of Tupac. Because if we don't talk about it, nobody else will. You know, they want to paint Tupac one way, and we all know there were many layers to Tupac. Well, in 1993, a family of a terminally ill kid named Josh Torres went on a radio station in hopes of getting in contact with Tupac. They didn't even know if what they were doing were going to reach Tupac. They were calling a radio station to try to figure out how do you go about getting in contact with a celebrity. And, you know, they had this 11-year-old child whose dying wish was to meet Tupac Shakur. And some way, somehow, word got back to Tupac. And, you know, Tupac got on the phone with the parents and immediately flew from New York City to Aberdeen, Maryland. Now, I spent some time in Aberdeen. That's right up the street from Harford County. Shout out to Harford County, all my homeboys out there. And shout out to my homeboys in Aberdeen. Aberdeen is a small area. You know, it's close-knit. seem like everybody know everybody up there. You know, it's not city life at all. You know, but has some of the same elements, but it's a little slower. So Tupac flies up to Aberdeen and he meets with the family. And, he just bonded with this little boy, man. Took the kid to a basketball game. And hold up, I know that's not Joshua Torres on that picture. That's the picture the internet uses when they want to show a visual for the story. But Joshua's family reached out on the internet to one of the sites and said, that's not our son. We don't know who the kid is. Basically, they're not interested in putting their kid out there. But for the record, they wanted people to know that that wasn't Joshua. They don't know who that young man is on that picture with Tupac. And that's cool. That's cool. So, out of respect for the Torres family, that's not their son Joshua. That's a picture I used in this video because that's the picture that's going around online. But I know that's not Joshua. At least somebody posing to be a family member said that's not. I don't know if that's true either, but But the whole point of the story is, what a giving heart Tupac had. What a giving heart. The parents, the family said Tupac cried like a baby. Let's just think about the magnitude of that for a minute. You got this sick kid whose dying wishes to meet the 23-year-old rap star Tupac Shakur. Pop flies in town, spends a wonderful evening with this little kid, made this little kid's day, held him in his arms for an hour, took him to a basketball game, chilled at the house, chilled at the hospital, chilled with the family. Pac said his goodbyes, I'm sure kissed the little boy on the head and left. And as soon as he left the little boy's side, the little boy died the same night. That's powerful, man. That's powerful stuff. Because some people, yes, would have talked to him on the phone. Hey, buddy, hey, how you doing? You like my music? I hope you feel better. That would have been it. But to actually stop what he was doing and show up and really spend some time with this little boy says a whole lot of who Tupac was. Another thing, they said it was no camera crew. TMZ wasn't around back then, but it wasn't no camera crew, wasn't no news reporters, nobody taking photos, no paparazzi. They ain't seem to catch that. They ain't see that. And I know Tupac wouldn't want them to see that because when you give from the heart, you don't need people involved. You don't want notoriety. But I could imagine some rappers today that would have wanted the camera crews out there, Jay-Z. But did I say that out loud? Would have wanted the camera crew out there. What they say? They would have called, is the camera crew there yet? Tell them to hold up. Tell Shorty to hold up, man. I'm on my way. Call me when the camera crew get there. You know what I mean? Pac wasn't like that. He just showed up, man. Showed up right there to be by Joshua's side. Impact. That's what Tupac had on hip-hop. That's what Tupac had on society. And that's what Tupac had on many of our lives. Impact. Make a difference. Be different. Think outside the box. Do you? But don't forget to give back. Something else from this story that may fly over many people's heads is not only did meeting Joshua have an impact on Joshua and his family, but it also had an impact on Tupac. Tupac changed the name of his publishing company from Ghetto Gospel to Joshua's Dream, to his dying days. That's something else, man. That little kid made an impact on Tupac. Yes, he did. When Tupac was sentenced to prison, the family wrote a letter to the judge to try to tell the judge of what a remarkable person Tupac was and that the judge should show some leniency to him. And you know, that's probably why he only got a couple days in jail. I'm going to end this video with this. Like I said, it's irresponsible of us to only talk about, you know, the confrontational side of Tupac, or some would say the negative side, or for people just to dwell on that, than to shed some light on the positive. I need you guys to share and like this video. For those of you that are new, please subscribe to the channel, Makaveli Media. I'm your homie Gab. It's been a pleasure as always. I'm signing off. I'm about to hit y'all with the peace.
What you made of